Hey folks, behind me here are three really livable and easy to pitch swags from 230. They are the dual swags in three sizes. I'm going to take you for a walkthrough and show you all the features.
Hit it.
Ben from Snowy's here folks today with the 230 dual range of swags. There's three in the range, the 900, which is a single person, the 1100, which is a roomy one person, squeezy too, probably good for one person and your dog. And then there's the 1400, which is a double size swag. They're really livable with two big doors on each side. We're going to go for a bit of a walkthrough. Before I do that though, I'll just start with the very basics, and that's the carry bag. They come with a really heavy duty carry bag. It's made with the same 400 GSM canvas that the swag's made of. It's got a nice big zipper that runs along the top and right down the sides here. It's going to give you tons of protection with your swag up on your rooftop, up on your roof rack, and in storage. It's going to make sure it's nice and protected. Now moving on to the swag itself, now the fabric is a 400 GSM polycotton canvas. It's got a really nice tight weave and it's got a polyurethane coating on it that gives it about 1000mm water head. Underneath that you've got a mesh panel, mesh door. Now this is a fine mesh, probably not, or wouldn't be midge proof, but definitely mozzie proof and for most other biting insects, but it offers a really good balance of weight and durability, so it feels like a nice strong material. It doesn't feel like it's going to tear. On the base of the swag you've got a heavy duty PVC welded floor. Now the ridge pole at the top here is a steel ridge pole, and that supports two hoop poles at the end here. Now these are a 9.5mm T6 anodized alloy pole. And just a little bit on the general construction of it, and this comes straight from the manufacturer. You don't need to season a 230 swag. There is a good quality polyurethane coating on the underside of this fabric here to give it a good water head. There's seam sealing in the critical spots of the tent. So if we come to the end here, underneath these exposed seams here, there's seam sealing on the inside. And wherever you see, like on the end here at the base, these seams here are all seam sealed on the inside. So your swag, your 230 swag is good to go straight out of the box. You don't need to mess around seasoning it in your backyard. Let's just go for a little walk around the outside of the swag now. Now each side of the swag, you've got this really big storm flap over the side. Now these have got little eyelets in the corners here. So if you grabbed yourself a couple of extra awning poles and a few extra guy ropes, you could actually set this up as a little weather protected awning out the side of your tent. Now that's on the other side of the tent, swag as well. When these are zipped closed, there's a zip that sits underneath a nice big storm flap here. It says double storm flap, so this one goes over the zip that way, this one goes over the zip that way, and then this flap falls into place and it gives it good protection. So you can see any water that runs down comes well away over the top of the zip here. Just moving around to the end of the tent here, you can see we've got this little awning here. This gives you ventilation more than anything. Underneath here, we'll show you when we hop inside the tent, there is a little mesh door, some doors that we can open to access this area if we like, so we could even store stuff there if we wanted. Not a lot of protected storage space, but mainly for ventilation. Come around to the back of the tent, exactly the same thing. So this is a big storm flap over the top of a mesh door. We can set this up as a little awning out here as well if we like. And then at the other end of the tent, got another little awning here, a little vestibule here for storage, and there's another door there that I'll show you shortly. Last thing I show you on the outside of the straps here, these are actually attached to the tent. These are the straps we use to secure it once it's all rolled up, so you can't lose them. Those straps are actually sewn into the tent. It's pretty much all the features on the outside. I want to jump on the inside now and show everything in there. Now I've brought up the storm flap and the mesh panel on the side here now. I could just leave the mesh panel done up if I like for insect protection while I'm letting the breeze throughout the tent. Or with this open, I've got this big wide access area inside the swag, here. You could actually sit two people here side by side if you like to, I don't know, sit and watch the sunset or whatever. In terms of space inside the tent, we'll start with the mattress though. It's a 7cm high density foam mattress. Me sitting on this now, I'm not touching the bottom. It feels like really good quality foam, and it has a removable cover, so we can unzip this at the end here, take the foam out and wash it if we like. With regards to the space inside the tent, it's slightly less than the dimensions that it suggests. They've taken external dimensions. So inside the mat measures just a little under 90 centimeters, about 85, 87 centimeters in width, and lengthwise just a little bit over 2 meters in length. So I am 185 centimeters in height. If I lay down in here, roughly in the middle. My feet upright just near the end of the swag there, and my head is clear of the canvas at this end here as well. So at 185 centimeters, I've got a comfortable amount of sleeping space inside the swag here. A few other features inside. There's 4 storage pockets, 2 at each end. So what you see here is mirrored at the foot end of the swag, little mesh pockets. And also mirrored at the foot end of the swag is this little access here. Not really a doorway, but just a window. If I unzip this, it exposes a mesh panel, so I can actually get ventilation. If I was to unzip this, the foot end and both sides, I've got mesh all around me throughout the night, so really good for humid environments. I can also unzip this mesh panel if I like for access out here. Just a little storage area. I suppose you could keep your boots or something there, but there's not a lot of space. If it was really heavy rain, your boots are probably still going to get wet there. That is pretty much all the features of the 23-0 dual swags. And the only real difference between the 900 here and the 1100 and the 1400 set up behind me here are the widths and the height. The 1100 goes up to 1100, or if you measure the mat, it's just a little bit under that, and the 1400, same deal, it's wider, but the mat is around about 135 or 135 centimeters. The height also varies a little. This guy here is about 60 centimeters internal height. By the time you get up to the 1400, it goes a little bit above 60, around 65 centimeters, 70 centimeters in height. So you get a little bit of extra, but not a lot of difference. All the features otherwise are all the same. You can grab them online at snowies.com.au at our lowest prices every day. If you thought that video was useful, subscribe to our channel. We'll send you all of our latest and greatest info. Got any questions? Let us know down in the comments below, or check out some other 23-0 videos like this one down here.